Greetings, lovely citizens, in the next episode of my Zero to Millionaire series. And this is special episode. Right now I have more than 1 million Alpha UEC, so we can assume I become a new millionaire in this game. And in this point you can start to think about your new chip. I think that most of players are just grinding a little bit more money to have this 2 or 3 millions to buy a medium ship like Cutlass Black, Cutlass Red, or maybe Vulture or Prospector. And this is very good choice. But I think the better way to enjoy this game is to buy a little bit less expensive ship to open for yourself different opportunities, different functions, or even the same functions but better. For example, you are flying in the cheapest ship I can recommend, which is Mustang Alpha, but you really need the interior and you really need a bed to log out. Or maybe you can buy yourself a ship with a little bit more fuel because you like to travel across the verse. And in my opinion, the best choice is this little buddy, the cutter RAMBLER. We can buy this ship for only 740,000 credits, so it's very cheap ship. Cutter RAMBLER have 1 SCU of quantum fuel, which is enough to make a jump through the jump point and travel to Pyro. It's maybe not a fastest ship, it's maybe not a most maneuverable ship, of course, but it's pretty tanky and have great interior. We have small cargo bay capable to transport a very small vehicle like Mirai Pulse or maybe STV. We have component access. Cutter series is pretty new, so we have almost everything we want from modern Star Citizen ship. Lot of gun racks, armor locker, bed, fire extinguisher, jump seat for your body, another seat for you, nice storage, 650k micro SCU, and a toilet. I love this ship mainly because it's a flying comb and have a lot of fuel and it's sturdy. So really good ship to start. Flies great in atmosphere, great utility option. Of course, the base cutter variant is better if we're talking about cargo running. But assuming you have a very cheap ship, maybe even a base cutter, it's still a good thing to buy yourself a cutter RAMBLER, especially if you want to travel to Pyro. Or maybe if you want to start your journey in Pyro. And the next great thing about cutter RAMBLER is claiming time, only little bit above 1 minute. So it's really good ship to have, even if you are player with bigger and better ships. It's always good to have something small you can claim and fly away if you are in rush. So let's see another ship I can recommend to buy if you have enough money in Star Citizen. Anvil C8R PISCES Rescue. Very cheap option. You can get it in Area 18 for 555,000 Alpha UEC. It's even cheaper than Cutter, which is great. It's very small, have nice speed, very nice maneuverability, and if we're talking about fuel, PISCES have only half SCU of quantum fuel, so you can't jump through the jump point to Pyro and from Pyro to Stanton, unfortunately, but have huge amount of hydrogen fuel and can recycle hydrogen from atmosphere. If I can be honest, I didn't even refueled this ship if we're talking about hydrogen. So Pisces is great to fly around and explore the vastness of the planets. One of the biggest downsides of Pisces series is small amount of HP, so these ships are very fragile. They have also only one shield, like Cutter, but Cutter have a lot of cool HP. And Pisces have only 2 size 1 weapons. But hey, this is not a combat ship. The best thing about Pisces is inside of this vessel. We have here Tier 3 medical bed, which is your spawn point. This ship is perfect for mercenaries and bounty hunters which like to do FPS contracts. You can also slap here a small box for a loot, which is great. And you have a small jump seat for additional medic. Unfortunately, Pisces don't have weapons rack, don't have a toilet, don't have a normal bed to log out, because you can't log out on a medical bed, but still I think Pisces is a great ship for every mercenary in the verse, especially if you want to do a quick missions inside of bunkers or inside of distribution centers, for example. We have also 2 very small lockers, only 60k micro SCU. This is not very good. We can slap here maybe a couple of weapons, some meds, some food, nothing more. But these lockers are intended for transport, medical equipment, not a loot. But we have here small fridge with some food, some med pens, which is very nice addition. So yeah, I highly recommend this ship if you are focused on the mercenary war. This is great choice and very cheap choice. This is Origin 315P, my favorite variant of 300 series. It's available in the Area 18 for 1.5 million, almost 1.5 million. But in my opinion, it's worth it if you want to run hauling contracts and do, to be honest, lot of activities in the verse. Normally 300 series have 3 guns, 3 size 3 or 2 size 3 and 1 size 4 if we choose the combat variant. But 315P on the nose instead of gun have a tractor beam. Very unique item, very unique utility. I don't see right now too much practical use for this nose located tractor beam, but it's a nice touch. And still, 2 size 3 guns are much better than 2 size 2s on Cutter or 2 size 1s on the Pisces. Especially that 315P have 2 size 1 shield generators. 2 previous ships had only 1 size 1 shield generator, and 315P is very fast and very maneuverable. This ship is great if we're talking about flight specifications. One of the best ships, to be honest. 315P also have not 1, but 2 cargo elevators. I always have a problem to open the second one. Here we are. So we have here 12 SU of cargo space combined. Very nice stuff. Hydrogen capacity of 315p is pretty nice. We have here 18 SU of hydrogen. Definitely less than in PISCES, but it's still great. Not only half of SU of quantum fuel capacity, which is not great, but you know, it can be changed. Because right now, most of the small ships have half SU of quantum fuel. Let's go inside, because inside is pretty nice. We have this great window here on the roof. We have toilet, kitchen, with little, unfortunately not usable right now, fridge, but we have a gun rack, and nice storage, the same storage like in Drake Cutter and Cutter Rambler, which is pretty nice. And of course we have a bed, so we can log out in this ship. And on top of this we have here another MFD if we want to do something here. For example, tweak our power management and so on and so forth. So, if you are not sure what do you want to do in the verse right now, 315p is a good choice because can do a little bit of everything. Can fight, you can log out inside of this ship. This is a great bunker runner because it's fast and can transport cargo boxes. You can even do hauling contracts inside of this ship because we have 12 SU of cargo grid, which is perfect. So almost everyone finds something good to do in this ship. So I highly recommend pre-15p for only 1.5 million. You can buy it in Area 18 Astro Armada. And here we go with another utility / multi-role ship. If you have 1.5 million as well, go to Lorville and buy yourself the consolidated Outland NOMAD. NOMAD is not so fast and not so maneuverable like 315p, is also much bigger, but it's tougher. Have 3 size 1 shields and have 3 size 3 guns, which is great. You can definitely fight in this ship. And you have also 8 missiles, which is pretty nice. Nomad is a light freighter, but in my opinion it's much more light multi-role ship with nice big cargo bay here, which is often pretty buggy. Oh, here it is. We can retract this. So this is probably the most multi-role ship in this video, because it's simply smaller version of the Drake Atlas Black, with maybe smaller cargo space. We can slap here 24 SU of cargo, so we can do definitely hauling contracts. We can also chain 2 hauling contracts in the one cargo bay. We have here tractor beam, very useful to load all of this cargo. This cargo bay is also more than enough to transport ROC mining vessel. I covered this type of gameplay in one of the last episodes, so Nomad is the best ship in this episode to mine. Entry level mining. You can have a rock on your cargo bay and you can definitely mine some Padanite. Especially that Nomad have also 33 SCU of hydrogen capacity, which is great. You can fly very long time in this vessel. We have also 0.7 SCU of quantum fuel capacity, which is, to be honest, still not enough to travel through the jump point, but at least you can travel across the Stanton or across the Pyro much longer than in 315p or smaller ships. But interior is a problem for me. We have here 2 weapon racks, which is actually pretty nice. We can close and retract cargo bay from inside. Here we have component access. Here we have toilet without shower. Here we have armor locker. And here we have habitation area. And this habitation area looks definitely awesome. I love it. There is even some supplements, pre-workout, protein, and so on and so forth. I'm gym rat, so this ship is probably created for me, but to be honest, it's not created. Maybe it's created for gym rats, but not for loot goblins. And I'm loot goblin as well. There is no storage anywhere. No storage. We are forced to store all your personal items outside, here on the cargo bay. So if you are not cautious, someone can steal your stuff very easily. So this is not a great ship for off-gridding. 315p is much better because everything you have stored inside of ship, and unless no one destroy your ship, all your cargo is safe, but not in the Nomad. But I am still thinking that Nomad is a great choice. Very cheap ship, and definitely one of the best choice for everyone who enjoy the rock mining. Avenger Titan is beloved by a lot of citizens, and a lot of us thinks that this is the best starter ship in the verse. And Avenger Titan have a lot of great features. First, we have 3 guns here, 2 size 3 and 1 size 4 gun. This particular variant is Avenger Titan Renegade, which is simply Titan with different livery and different loadout. But normal Avenger Titan will be also great. One of the biggest flaws of this ship is interior. We of course have this very nice cargo bay here. We can slap here 8 SCU of cargo inside, which is perfect. But this cargo is blocking your way out. But fear not, Titan have also additional exit from the ship. We just need to go to the cockpit, hold F and find a prompt here to exit the ship directly from the cockpit. Is very convenient. So the first ship with 2 entrances. But aside of cargo bay and bed, we don't have anything else in this ship. No storage, no toilet, nothing else. So, you of course can log out, you can store your stuff here, maybe from time to time you can do one towing contract if you find something for 8 SEU or below, but it's definitely not efficient ship to make money from cargo contracts. But if you like to do mercenary contracts and bounty hunter contracts, this is perfect choice, especially for bounty hunter contracts, because this ship is fast as hell, have huge firepower, 2 size 1 shields, and this 8 SCU of cargo grid is very convenient if you find some valuable cargo inside of defeated ships. And to be honest, if you are good enough, you can very easy do the HRT bounties in the Titan. So, still highly recommended. Maybe you can grind a little bit more and buy yourself this particular variant, because this livery is looking very good, even if it's pretty old. And to be honest, this ship is not looking bad. It's a retro-futuristic fighter slash space shuttle, which is very nice. But be aware that Avenger Titan have very small fuel tanks. Only 7 SCU of hydrogen fuel, which is bad, and only half SCU of quantum fuel, which is also pretty bad. If you want one of the fastest ships in the verse, with 5 guns, Drake Buccaneer is way to go. This is very good interceptor with 1 size 4 gun on the top, 2 size 2s under the wings, and on the wings another 2 size 1 guns. This is simply glass cannon with only 1 size 1 shield generator, not very much of HPs, but hey, who wants HP and shields if you have one of the fastest ships in the verse? So this is pure combat ship. If you are enjoying the dogfighting, this is one of the cheapest and one of the most potent fighters in the game right now. Of course, F7Cs and F7As enjoyers will tell me that they can obliterate Buccaneer without problem, but Buccaneer is available right now to buy in-game for only 1.7 millions. So, in my opinion, if we're talking about fighters, this is the best choice if we're talking about power to the cost. Buccaneer don't have any interior, but we have a small internal storage here, only 250 micro SCU. Maybe you can place here some food, some meds, some maybe spare gun and some ammunition. So this ship is not very good even to run bunkers, to be honest. But hey, this is a pure fighter platform. This iconic, huge Drake engines. I love it. I simply love it. So maybe not a most popular choice, but if you are in love in the dogfighting, I highly recommend to check out Buccaneer. If you want to do as well bunker running and some other stuff, better to choose Avenger Titan. Miss Cool A is another highly specialized ship. This time it's a pure hauler. Slow as hell and tanky as hell. 130 HP. This is great amount of hull HP. And the first ship with size 2 shield, which is perfect. And the best thing about the hull A is, of course, cargo grid. We have 64 SCU of cargo grid. And we can buy this ship for only 1.7 millions in Lorville. If you are not a combat player, in my opinion, this is the best choice for you. We have only 2 size 1 repeaters on the nose, but it's not a fighter. Definitely not a fighter. Pool A have very nice interior. It's a fairly new ship, to be honest. We have here a gun rack for 2 long arms and 3 small pistols or multi-tools. Very nice, I love it. We have a kitchen with cookies, of course, and with fridge. We can open this, put something inside. We have here very nice toilet with openable locker here, but without any utility right now. Very nice toilet, one of the best. We have, of course, here also a bed, so you can log out in the ship. And to be honest, you can also live off-grid in the ship, because we have also very small storage, only 200k micro SU, but at least you can transport here some supplies like meds, food or ammunition. So yeah, very nice interior. We have also access to the components here, and we can simply click Alt and K, and Cool A is transforming, retracting the cargo grids outside of the ship. We can put here for 16 SCU boxes. So this is entry-level cargo hauler. Very nice option. You can chain up to the 4 small hauling contract in this ship. You can do a nice money if you want to cargo hauling, and even if you want to cargo trading, to be honest. Entering and exiting this ship is a little bit tedious, but something for something. This is also the second ship with more than 1 SCU of quantum fuel. So Drake, Cutter, Rambler have 1 SCU, and Hull A have 1.2 SCU of quantum fuel capacity. And on top of this, 16 SU of hydrogen capacity, which is medium amount, to be honest, but not bad. So we can definitely travel through the jump point in this ship and maybe even survive this jump, because this ship is pretty tough and you have a chance to flee if some pirates will want to destroy you. So, highly recommended if you are not interested in combat. Otherwise, choose the Nomad, because Nomad is the most universal ship in this episode as far. Reliant series had a very nice spot in my heart, but unfortunately this is the first honorable mention in this episode, because I can't simply recommend this ship unless you really love it. Unless you really love the style unless you really love the construction of this very unique spaceship, but unfortunately also very outdated spaceship. This is first multi-crew vessel in this episode. We can buy this particular variant because this is Reliant TANA, the combat version, my favorite one. We can buy it almost for 2 millions in Lorville. And this is, to be honest, too much for this type of ship. Better to grind little bit more and buy yourself Cutlass Black. Really, you will have a more firepower and bigger storage and tougher ship overall and more useful ship overall. But Reliant TANA is pretty cool. We have entrance from behind, only one SCU of cargo space here. This is necessary because this ship don't have any other storage. So only one SCU cargo box you can put here, and maybe you can go from the bunker to the bunker and loot a little bit of more valuable items here. We have also place for armor locker, but no prompt right now. We have usable weapon rack for 3 long arms, but no small arms. We have opened toilet without option to close this toilet, and 2 bunk beds for pilot and co-pilot. And this is the thing that I really don't like. In 3.24, all Reliant ships have the invisible wall here, and we need to crouch to get to the cockpit, and this is breaking my immersion, to be honest. This is pretty bad. Probably because we have some access panel here, and I am assuming that CIG are working right now to bring these ships up to date, which is great, but it's only my suspicions. This is not a legit information, to be honest. So I hope this is the reason, but in my opinion, there's no pleasure to use this ship right now because you really often go from behind to the cockpit. But at least Reliant series have one of the best visibility from the cockpit in the verse. I love it. We have vital thrusters, and this ship can transform. It looks like creation from the Star Wars, which I love. The uniqueness of this ship is awesome. I really love the look of this ship. So, and I used the TANA and Koray a long time. If we're talking about good things, we have huge firepower, big amount of missiles. We have here, we can slap here up to 6 size 2 guns, which is awesome. And this ship flies pretty nice. Maybe it's not the fastest fighter, but is very maneuverable. Reliant TANA is not only very old, outdated, buggy and expensive, but have also very low amount of hydrogen fuel and quantum fuel. Maybe quantum fuel is not so bad because it's 0.7 like in NOMAD, but hydrogen fuel is only 7.5 SCUs. So definitely not a long-range vessel. Crusader Intrepid. Second and last honorable mention in this episode. Honorable mention simply because you can't buy this ship in the game right now. It's advanced luxury starter ship, newest creation of CIG if we're talking about starter ships. And this is simply Cutter Rambler on steroids. Much faster, with better maneuverability, with more cargo space. Maybe not space, but cargo grid, because we have these two separate cargo elevators for 4 SCU of cargo each. But to be honest, if you want to do some hauling missions, the better choice is 315P and NOMAD. And I think this ship will be fairly expensive, maybe even that expensive like NOMAD. This is definitely not a fighter, because we have only one size 4 gun. This gun is not pretty small, but it's only one. And Avenger Titan have this size of gun and additional 2 size 3s. So it is what it is, but speed and maneuverability makes Intrepid not pretty useless if we're talking about combat. And this is pretty tough ship. We have almost 16,000 HP, but only one size 1 shield. And we have also here the engineering terminal, the first ship in this episode with engineering terminal. And whole interior of the ship is pretty good prepared for the upcoming fire and air mechanic in the game. We have also here very nice interior, even little bit nicer than in RAMBLER, to be honest. We have nice gun racks here. We have also locker for 3 small boxes for deliveries or for storage. We have a normal kitchen here with some space to sit, and nice looking toilet with a mirror. But I don't want to talk too much about Intrepid because I've done the whole review of this starter ship. So unless we don't have this ship in the game available to buy in the game, it's not my recommendation because of obvious reasons. But this ship can be very useful in the future if you are starting with something like Titan, for example. Titan is much better in combat, but have pretty low hydrogen and quantum fuel in comparison to the Intrepid. Intrepid will be pretty nice entry-level ship to long-distance trips, because we have 1.2 SCU of quantum fuel in this ship, as well like in Hull A, so we can jump in this ship to Pyro and explore the Pyro. And that's everything for today. I hope this fairly short, because only 7 episode guide will useful for you. We will see each other in the next episodes. Please tell me in the comment what do you want to see next. Maybe I do some RP stuff, maybe I do some off-gridding, because I see that logging out even on the planet surface right now is working well. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing because it will help me a lot. And as always, have a great day, and bye bye.